of the MapReduce lab submission for Doug Slater in CS560. So I am logged into Hydra, and I'm first going to download my source code from GitHub. First, I'm going to make a temporary directory for demonstration. All right, so I've got my source code. So here you can see in this directory the three directories, each of which represents the three parts of the lab. Let's start with it showing the stop words code. So I'm going to go directly to the scripts directory and run do. This will compile the source code, move data into HDFS, and run the appropriate MapReduce job, and then finally produce the stop words on the output of the MapReduce job. Okay, so what was just shown is a list of word counts for each word in all of the input files. And also not shown are the stop words, but I will show them to you now. So we go to the output directory and cat stop words. And you can see some very frequently occurring words are in this list. These words are words that occur more than 3 times the standard deviation of the mean count of word count in all the files. One thing you may observe is that we have words like LL here. This occurs because I split all of the input on punctuation. So words like wheel or heel will get split into we and LL. Okay, and I'll also show you what I input. So we have 3 files here for demonstration. File 01, cat file 01, cat file 02, and then finally the file that contains all of the works of Shakespeare. Right. So we generated the stop words. Let's go up and generate the inverted index, which will exclude those stop words. cd inverted index, cd script. Well, first let me show you the input. It's the exact same files as I showed you earlier. All right. cd script do. Again, it will compile all of our Java code, move the appropriate data into HDFS, run the MapReduce job, get the output from HDFS, and then we'll be ready to do the query. Now this job will take about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how much the cluster is being used by other students. So I will pause the video now and return when it is finished. All right, so the MapReduce job has finished. It's now showing you the output, which is the inverted index. So for example, for the word zip, it occurs 1 time in the file page100.txt, line 124,393, field 11. This means it's the 11th word in the line. And of course, for more commonly occurring words like yourselves, we have many occurrences. All right, so let's take a look at the query tool. All right, I can do Python query.py, and then, for example, a word that I want to look up, hello. And we find all occurrences of the word hello in the inverted index. We also get here a preview of the inverted index, which is the same data that was printed out a minute ago by Hadoop, and also a preview of a forward index, which is produced from this data. It's not really used, but just interesting. Basically, it's flipped around, so for each file, we have all the words and where they occur in the file. All right, we support quoting, so hello world in quotes. Great. I can search for multiple terms, so hello world without quotes, and then they will be searched separately. Quite a few occurrences of the word world in Shakespeare. We can search for less common words like York, as in the Duke of York. Now, watch what happens when I search for Duke of York. There are no results, even though we know that Duke of York occurs many times in Shakespeare's work, for example here. Now, this is because of is a stop word and therefore is not included in the inverted index. Okay, but I can do Duke and York. Okay, lines which include both of those are now shown. I can also do ors, so give me any line that has Duke or Prince. Okay, and clearly that list is longer. Quite a bit longer. Let's cancel that. Okay, finally the not function works. So give me a list of all words that contain Duke but don't contain, for example, York. And we should get a relatively short list or not. But you can see all of these lines, they don't contain York. Okay, so that concludes my demonstration. Thank you.